right. The game of classic Tetris. It's all about quick decision making. It's all about being fast, and gotta stay on your toes, because this game will throw a lot of unusual stuff at you, and you gotta be ready.
Yeah, there are a few other differences that I'll just briefly outline. Like in this version of Tetris, the pieces are closer to that of a true randomization. So if the game doesn't feel like giving you the long bar, you could go without it for 10, 20, 30, 40 or more pieces without a long bar. Whereas in versions of modern Tetris that are not in this classic Tetris mode, use what's called a 7-bag system. So the bag will empty out as pieces are distributed, and within a certain amount of sets, you will be able to get a long bar or a T or whatever within a certain number, like around 13 or 14 pieces. You're almost.
It's a very flat distribution over time.
Yeah. It's like being guaranteed like a prize every time, if you so many gift boxes, you'll at least get the good one after a certain number of rolls and open. That's what 7-bag is, but this mode in the game is not like that.
Right. There's no bag. There's no kindness to the random generation at all. You can get just absolutely terrible sequences, and you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, we call those droughts, and this particular game will keep track of those and tell you at the end. Usually in our format for the CTWC tournaments, we have a different overlay which actually tracks those in real time. But maybe you might try to get that implemented into an update for this game. Okay, Melon up kind of high. Really wanting a long bar to make that Tetris there.
A few nice taps, but needs the game to cooperate. Can't get the burn with the L, and that's it for Melon Soda.
So Zab is in a chase down situation, just needing maybe a Tetris or two. Two Tetrises will get him the victory here.
Yeah, speaking of droughts, that's what you call it when you go a long time without seeing the eyepiece, because what you do in this game is you build up for Tetrises. And what that means is only an eyepiece can fill that in. So if you don't get the eyepiece, you could be in trouble.
Yeah. So right now, Melon is waiting to see what happens if Zab can chase down. There's like a timer in the lower left corner, and that chase down has to happen within that amount of time. One Tetris ought to do it, so it shouldn't be a problem for Zab here. Okay, he has a long bar. He can make a triple there. It might be enough points if he just gets a triple, but it looks like he's going to go for a Tetris.
Yeah, triple is around 5,000-6,000, but there we go.
Okay. Yep, the Tetris for Zab's going to take that round.
Yeah, just a rough start there for Melon Soda.
Yeah, and we're just talking about that, the drought and not getting the long bar. And if you build for a Tetris to get maximum points possible, you need that long bar to score those Tetrises. If it doesn't give it to you, things like that can happen and you'll top out. And here we go with the second round.
Yeah, so that's what this game comes down to, is being ready for whatever the randomizer is going to throw at you. You got to have a stack that can fit any kind of piece at all times, or else you're going to be in danger or taking a lot of burns and not getting a very good score.
Yeah. Okay, so Melon doing some smart burns there to keep the well open this time. Ooh. That was either an adjustment or a last second shift, not sure which. Okay, gets the piece over, and boom, Tetris for Melon. So yeah, Melon is doing a lot of really risky kind of adjustments. I think that was the miss drop with the eye. So
yeah, it didn't get all the way over.
Need more eye pieces. Probably wants to bang down the Tetris there to lower the stack and to accommodate the movement of the eyepiece into that gap that was formed by the miss drop. But Melon's going to be okay. Sometimes if that happens, the later levels post 19, if it happens up too high, you're not able to do the line clear or get things over to drops like that.
That's one of the key elements of this game, is your stack height. The higher you stack, the more often you'll be ready for a Tetris, but the harder it'll be to maneuver pieces. So you gotta keep it in the balance. You gotta keep your stack low enough where you can control it, but high enough to match your opponent's score.
finally gets things burned down to a manageable state. And boom, Tetris for Zab. Dug out of that quite nicely.
Ooh, misdrop on the L piece. But nice folding the I piece into the gap there.
Wow.
And a little J spin as well. So that's a pretty good recovery.
Maneuverability recovery, yeah. Yeah, that could have been fatal had those tucks and drops not happened just executed right.
Right, you'll see us get quite scared when a player has a high wall on the left side. And that's because it's just a little bit harder to move things over walls on the left because, you know, the game is 10 wide, but the blocks, they gotta favor one direction or the other, and they favor the right side. So it takes more movement to get them over the left.
Yeah, there are wells on the right side because it makes that much of a difference.
Indeed.
So in the meantime, Melon has opened up a huge lead now, up 126,000 points. So Zab's got some catching up to do. We're about halfway to the transition at level 19.
Wow, 142,000 point difference. That's when you really start to feel how costly those digs are.
And boom, Tetris for Melon. Increasing the lead now to 166,000 points.
Yeah, Melon Soda definitely making a statement here saying, all right, don't get comfortable. That first game was just a mistake.
Yeah, Zab has a nice dirty well here. Waiting for the log bar. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Zab.
Ooh,
dirty center
Melon
well.
Soda, oh no. This is super high field. This is really hard to survive.
He's in the log bar. Gets it. Triple. That'll give him some breathing room.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, the L piece is perfect.
Yeah. Nice flat burns. That's what you want.
The stack is still very high. There's a hole on the right side that needs to be dealt with.
Ooh. And then, yeah, that long bar creates a spire.
Needs a long bar right now. Will the game give it? It looks like no. But the L piece gets over. It's not over yet.
Just the right piece. Oh, I would have put the block at the right.
Oh, no. Can't get the S to the right for a desperation move.
Okay, so Zab has to chase down 101,000 points now.
So this is actually, you know, not free.
Yeah, it's not free. We're at 100 lines too, so transition is coming.
Right, and you got 2 minutes to do it, which means you got to be getting Tetrises. You can't just take singles all the way.
So 3 more Tetrises should do it. Minute and a half. And there's time before transition, so it's not insurmountable.
Right, there's a few more lines remaining of level 18 speed before 19 speed strikes and increases the drop by 50% faster. It's kind of hard to deal with.
Is Zab opting not to take the burn with the block there? Is Tetris ready? But it's kind of in a situation where, okay, good. Opens up the well just in time for that. Gets a Tetris and a triple. 128 lines. One more. Yeah, it's going to be...
I think they settled on 19.
Get the Tetris before transition and then, you know, some lines after that. It's probably the safe way to go. So they're set up for the Tetris now.
You know, time is starting to run out.
Yeah.
Almost. Ooh, stack's getting higher.
I don't want the drought to happen here for sure.
This is close. This is... Oh, no. There's a Tetris. 7,000 points to go.
That.
Triple, that'll do it.
That'll do it. Gets the chase down in time and takes that round. Zab is up too. Oh. So, Melon's going to have to win this one to stay in the tournament.
Right, Melon Soda definitely has the skills to, you know, put up that high of a score, and you know that chase down almost didn't happen.
Right. The way I'm analyzing it now, I mean, it seems like Melon might be playing a bit too risky, because these are early top outs, and Zab's just getting the chase down. So let's see if Melon can adjust.
Right, you're not. Your victory is not assured if you top out while you have a higher score.
Right, and we know what Melon is capable of in CTWC. So here, the kind of like super aggressive play and playing up really high to get Tetrises at any cost. That might be a habit that might not be the best strategy here in the connected tournament, since we're not seeing people doing double max outs or any max outs or even hitting. We haven't even seen a level 28, 29 yet. So let's see if Melon can adjust.
Right, having that consistency, being calm and collected all the way through level 19 speed, it's going to be exactly what these players need. Because as the level increases, your scoring also increases.
You can make those Tetrises late and not take so much risk in the beginning. See if your opponent tops out and take advantage of that.
A bit of a scary build there for Zab, but will take care of it. And ooh, actually kind of concerning for Melon Soda as well. This is getting high up.
Holding up
needs
again.
a long bar.
Ooh, nice. Barely gets that
burn
in.
though.
Survives.
Okay, a few more burns. Okay, looking for an L or an I. Okay, gonna settle with the J and just take a few more burns, trying to just make the safe moves.
Okay,
all right, well's open.
Yet.
All right, stack's looking a little bit better, but ooh, blocks the well. All right, there's another burn. There's a long bar for the Tetris.
Boom! Tetris for Melon.
Ooh, that was close.
Rival Tetris there. Wow, yeah, that was a hero dig there. Great job by Melon surviving that. In the meantime, Zab has opened up a 1 Tetris lead. But Melon firing back, and we're neck and neck. Here we go.
All right, lead or not, the most important thing is staying in the game.
But yeah, Melon really needed to do that the way it happened.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that left side's going to be a problem. No, you don't want to cover the hole there.
But the well's open. If the long bar comes, it could help.
Long bar.
Oh, no! The well's blocked by the S! This is really tough. Nice tap to the left side, though. Oh,
still possible to survive this. Uses the block, gets the double. Yes! It's
beautiful burns.
Good burns.
Left side's open. There's a long bar over. Okay, ooh, bit of an awkward square.
Oh, gets the long bar. Okay, good. Left long bar. Great.
Survival.
Great. Surviving.
Okay.
Getting up top with a tuck. That's what you need.
A little bit better here. Perfect J, and there's a long bar for the Tetris.
Boom! Tetris for Melon. Wow.
Another just ridiculous survival by Melon Soda.
Amazing survival. What a dig. I mean, it wasn't a long dig, but the timing and clutchness of the maneuvers that had to be executed there, amazing.
Phenomenal stuff. To just keep the concentration, made basically no misdrops up there. Just, total focus.
And what you're seeing is a player with insane skills. Like, you could see what Melon is capable of with those maneuvers, but just playing a bit risky and getting into those situations. So that might be affecting the outcome here. That's the sort of stuff you want to see, like, later on, like in level 19, like that's going to be more of a factor. You don't want to have an early top out happen from playing too risky.
Right. The higher the speed is, the more amplified the riskiness of your decisions are.
And look at this. Melon with a lead, 66,000 points. It was at 80-something thousand points just a moment ago. So Melon able to maintain a score lead through that precarious situation.
Yeah, absolutely killing it.
But Zab is up by 2 points here, 2 games. So yeah, Melon really needs this victory to stay in the tournament.
That long bar hang is a little bit scary.
Ooh.
But okay, there's a long bar over. Gonna pan out okay, it seems.
Yep, okay.
123 lines. We're almost at that 130. And at 130 lines, that's level 19 speed increase.
And Melon, again, their board looking a lot better in time. Zab needing to do some burns too to get back into scoring position, and does.
Oh, beautiful flat Z for Melon Soda there.
Boom Tetris for Zab. So Melon hidden
Oh,
transition.
there's some misdrops from Melon Soda. Things
Right
are
at
blocked off.
transition. It's a dicey transition. Gets the long bar. Okay, see, get that survival.
Needs
the
another
long
miracle.
bar. Gets it. That's
a
gonna be a
double.
mess on the right. That's gonna be tough getting something over to the right side.
This
Maybe
is
a flat
tough.
burn. Oh, that was
No,
the only
can't get the pieces over. 19 speed is
Okay,
just too
so-
fast.
50,000 point lead is now reduced to 27,000.
Another
And
Tetris.
3,000 points now is what Zab.
Looks like Zab has this in the bag.
Yeah, just another single.
Oh, blocked off the stack, but okay, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. And yeah, Zab is going to
Dang.
take that one. But what a show of survival from Melon. Good show. Definitely good to see the CTWC gold bracket competitors here in Connected 2021 Tetris Effect World Championship. Putting on such a great show of survival, Melon.
And definitely putting up a fight.
And definitely just, sometimes it's not the win or the lose, but it's the path towards victory and defeat. And that was some hype moments right there. That'll probably be in the highlight reel should Game Scout make one. So Zab is going to advance and will face the winner of Kronos versus Kirby, which we'll be seeing in just a few moments.
All right, yeah, that's our other second chance bracket matchup in this round.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, in that matchup, I mean, Zab was pretty much just kind of playing the best they could, playing along, seeing what would happen, and in every round, just kind of had to gauge what was going to happen and chase down those points at the end. That's a valid strategy. You can actually not push yourself too hard, not push the limits, not take too many risks, and still come away with a win.
That's right. It's all about knowing what your opponent is capable of, how much you want to respect their ability to just nail down those Tetrises. Because if your opponent can get that solid Tetris rate, then you're going to have to keep up,
Yeah.
There comes a point where survival just isn't enough.
And Melon is definitely capable of massive scoring potential. And the aggression that we were seeing is the same kind of aggression you would see in a CTWC level match. And that's what you need to do. You need to maximize. You need to score that well for CTWC. But that risk is the cost. And sometimes, and in a dig situation up high is the result of that risk. All right, looks like we're getting set up here for Kronos versus Kirby.
Right, we got our players in the game lobby. And here we are.
There.
Kronos on the left, Kirby 703 on the right. And there's the wave. Hello, hello.
All right. Both with gamer grade headsets. About to get started here. All right, so another second chance / losers to bracket round. So the winner of this gets to stay in the tournament, and the loser has to, well, they have to go home. Wait, they are home.
They gotta just take a break from Tetris for a bit, I guess.
Or not. Sometimes, people hit the grind again right after. Okay, so Kronos with a column 9 Tetris there. Nice.
Yeah, pretty clean starts for both players. Kirby's got 2 Tetrises.
Yeah, Kirby with a 1 Tetris lead now.
Yes, very nice builds on both sides here.
Yep. That's what you want to see early on. No big digs.
Right. It's, you know, the way I think about it, it's kind of like watching a space movie. You know, you're just kind of, everything's going okay, and you're just waiting for the next thing to go wrong.
Yeah, actually.
Oh no, Kronos. That was not a suggestion.
Curse.
Oh no, the square didn't get over.
Oh no.
Kronos, no.
And just like that. Okay, we'll be that was not supposed to be a demonstration, Kronos, but all right, we've there's still rounds to be played. It's all good. Love that smile. Let's go.
Right, that's really what it's all about. If you're not here to play Tetris and have fun, then maybe you've lost sight of what this game is really all about.
The thing I love the most about this is seeing players have fun and with kind of like the camaraderie that grows from these matches, and live events have really facilitated that in the past, and now we're getting to do that online. A lot of people who have never I guess really interacted or played in this sort of situation are now getting to play people that they wouldn't normally have, especially for our main CTWC bracket. We have more international participation now that things are being done online. So and now even with this, with Tetris Effect connected, different platforms, and people playing on modern consoles that might not have access to the old stuff are getting to play. So
the accessibility is a really nice upside to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Love seeing that.
Yeah, Kirby had a awkward piece sequence there, but managed it very well and got a Tetris. Kronos looking for a T-spin.
Yeah, both players, nothing insurmountable, just a few burns and things. Nice spin by Kronos there. Some burns here and there, keeping things under control. Kirby's still up by about a Tetris and a half now.
Yeah, very solid start.
Nice tuck. And boom, Tetris for Kirby, jumping into a bigger lead now, 83,000 point lead. Kronos is stacked good. Scores a Tetris there. And is ready for another one.
Kronos does have a little bit of an advantage in terms of lines, but with 80,000 point difference, it's looking like a lead for Kirby. Oh, that long bar hang for Kronos, and a kind of a messy field forming for Kirby.
Yeah.
So both players are going to be trying to take care of the stack.
Kronos wisely lowering the stack. Kind of has the option to, use the long bar there to fill in the gap. And both
there we go.
Again. Yep. And Kirby's still up by about 83,000 points now.
There we go. Left side built out. Kirby's ready for a Tetris. There's a Tetris for Kronos.
Catching up just a bit. But yeah, just Kirby waiting on that long bar. Good burns. Keeping it clean. Keeping it safe. And boom, Tetris for Kirby. And Kronos kind of building on top of that well. We saw that happen a lot in the other rounds. Would kind of be the cause of some of the point deficits, but gets it cleaned up pretty fast there. So now ready to score. Gets the log bar. Boom, Tetris for Kronos.
Nice little burn setup there by Kirby. Into a Tetris. Yeah, so Kirby's holding on to that lead.
Yep. It's been pretty much 80,000 points or so this entire match so far. Increasing now to over 100,000 points. Kronos has a couple of burns to do and is back in business.
Tetris for Kronos. Definitely keeping up, right? That lead hasn't gotten much bigger over time.
Yeah, it's just been kind of hanging there. And sometimes, that's what you kind of need to see what happens post-19 transition. Oh,
yeah.
It's still clean, believe it or not, after that mischief, but good burn to keep things under control.
Kirby with a bit of an awkward piece sequence there. We'll have to set up a few burns. Left side looking for an L, perhaps.
We put a lot of weight on top of the right side of the well there, so there's going to be some burns. But should be out of it pretty fast. Just one more
Very
single.
nice with the S and the Z.
Yep. Very efficient. Tetris for Kirby.
Ooh, Kronos getting a little bit higher up here.
Had
Needs to be careful. But a few nice burns. Bringing the stack down. Cleaning it out. Kirby a little bit high up. Stack is going to get a hole in it there. Looking for a long bar. There it is.
Setup. Yep. Go up Tetris for Kirby. And setup pretty good. I mean, that's what you want to have, is like the too wide well on the right side to facilitate any kind of burning should the long bar not come.
And here we are coming up on 130 lines. That's the level 19 speed increase.
Yeah, players want to get their fields in shape. That was the right thing. And Kirby with a good board going into transition. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, around 440,000 at level 19. So see what Kronos can do. But oh no, a misdrop right at 128 lines.
Transition wants to clean this board up. Oh no. That left side, that's not going to be survivable because the right and the left sides are both blocked off. And Kirby's going to take that one with authority, 110,000 point lead.
All right, that speed really hit Kronos hard.
Yeah, that was not what you want to see for transition, because you want to have your board like as low and as safe as possible. And if not, if you're really going aggressive and you really need to squeeze out everything to get a max out level score, then you can kind of see people playing dangerous at the transition. But that probably wasn't a bad enough point deficit to want to be in that position. Okay, so here we go. Next round, Kirby building up high on the left, and it's gonna have to use that long bar to fill in the middle there.
Yeah, although the stack is looking pretty good after that.
That looks good.
Flipping that Z up to accommodate for the incoming S. Very nice adjustment. Kronos a little bit high up here.
Yeah, getting some holes that are going to be hard to burn.
Ooh, can't get the long bar over. Kronos in trouble.
Long bar over, and that is going to be in really early top out.
A rough finish for Kronos.
And Kirby looking like she wants to see a better match out of Kronos. So let's go.
Yeah, well, this game is very mean, so you can't always get your best scores ever.
What you really want is, the both players playing at their best, and not to have like early unfortunate top outs like that. Especially, the long bar comes and then it got misdropped and you didn't even get to make use of it. That's really unsatisfying.
So now we're down to 4 players remaining, correct? We got JJ, Somalian, Zab, and Kirby.
Okay, yeah, we're getting our bracket refreshed here.
And like magic, there it is.
All right. So up in the winners bracket, we've got JJ versus Somalian, and in the second chance / losers bracket, we've got Zab versus Kirby. So yeah, we know our final 4 now.
Right, so things are heating up and we're getting closer to that glorious first place spot.
Yeah, I'm excited, and seeing these are all new, well, aside from Somalian, I think these are all people who came from playing Tetris Effect Connected, as opposed to being from the NES scene. So it's the future. It's part of the future of Classic Tetris, and really glad to be part of that. Let's see. Do we know? Are we going to be running those matches now, or are we going to be taking a break?
All right.
Haven't heard. Oh, yeah, I guess we're going to do a giveaway. Okay. I think everybody's going to be on board with that. So if you haven't heard already, we have a little giveaway, and that is for Tetris Effect Connected, the game that you see played here. We're currently playing it in the classic score attack mode, but there's so much more in Tetris Effect Connected. You've got the journey mode, you've got the zone battle mode, you've got co-op connected mode, just so much in the game. And the game was just recently released on Nintendo Switch, but it's also available for PlayStation 4, PlayStation VR, Oculus Quest, Windows PC, Game Store, Steam. And if you enter the word connected into the chat, oh, you got it on Switch right there. Awesome. Enter the word connected, CONNECTED, into the chat. Our magical little leprechaun bot will go through and find the right name to give away a prize. I think we're giving away like 10 today, which is probably more
10 copies of the game.
yeah, that's more than I've heard we've had before. So this is your chance. This is your shot. And you can choose either the Steam or the Switch version of the game. So good luck to all people out there. I'm looking at the chat, and it's all connected.
Yeah, this is the Tetris game to have right now.
Yeah, and definitely thanks again to Enhance for not only sponsoring us, the CTWC, in our tournaments, but to allow us to host this Tetris Effect Connected tournament. We've done events actually going all the way back to, I think it was CTWC 2018. Maybe it was 20, whatever Tetris Effect Connected, or Tetris Effect before it was connected, was first released. They had a VR demo at our 17, I don't know, at the Classic Tetris World Championships, which was at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And I got to meet Tetsuya Mizuguchi, which is like my hero, because he created games like Space Channel 5 and Rez and Lumines, and his development style is just something, you know, like I'm a game developer too. So just knowing his legacy and sort of like the path that these Tetris games went through, it really is kind of like a dream come true for someone who kind of like loved Tetris, kind of built a puzzle game brand of his own, made other games that were really famous and loved by players, and then to be able to work on the actual Tetris brand itself in a form that so many people that worked on it, like Hank Rogers and Alexei, always had these visions of kind of like a dreamy, positive universe of Tetris type game. I worked on one. It was kind of like a proto version of it called Tetris Worlds, which was like probably the first guideline game. And that was kind of like a predecessor to the Tetris Effect universe theme. And you see like all these different, like if you notice, the multiplayer has this starry constellation theme going on, and players are represented by, I guess, energy points of light. I've just known about this theme, this sort of like this dream that these people who have been involved in the Tetris franchise have had, and Tetris Effect Connected is kind of like the culmination of that. So always loving to see it. And it looks like we're getting ready to go here. Somalian versus JJ.
Somalian on the left,
bracket match.
JJ on the right. Yeah, Tetris Effect Connected is the game we're actually playing on today for this tournament. And it's a lot of fun. It's got relaxing modes, it's got stressful modes, it's got single player, it's got multiplayer, it's got everything.
Yeah, like I think I said yesterday's broadcast, it's like you could spend weeks or months playing just one mode of the game and be busy with it, not do everything in it, and then you still have all these other modes.
All right, so here we are about to get started here.
And it looks like we're gonna go with 18.
All right, seems like that's the move for most players, is starting out in 18 and getting a feel for it.
Yeah,
we've seen
until things go wrong and they have to pick 15, and then that changes things.
That's right. The 15 has changed the tides in a few matches here.
Yeah. It's interesting to see, because like we usually don't see that happen in CTWC, at least not anymore. So having different strats to change things up is it's all kind of welcome. Okay, so Somalian built up like nicely on the left there.
All right, JJ with a very clean and flat stack. Yeah, Somalian forced to take a number of burns here, but should have the well open soon if things go nicely. Oh, that T misdrop.
Misdrop of the T. And lots of holes resulting. It's not insurmountable. Barely getting the long bar into the right.
Yeah, that was a clutch move there, but not out of danger yet. All right, some nice moves.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a suffered dig if Somalian doesn't get the right pieces. Okay, gets it
nice
open.
Job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, an eye piece would be so nice right now, but not enough time.
Up. Opens that up again.
Ooh, yeah, just tough situation here to survive. Okay, nice. Looking for an eyepiece, but an L will have to do.
Yeah. Okay,
there's one.
Safety, almost there. Getting drilled back down.
Somalian is keeping up the focus. Oh, but still, such a tough stack to deal with.
Yeah.
Left side, very nice.
Bit of a suffer dig, but it looks like Somalian's going to be okay. Getting the right pieces now.
All right, things are leveling out. A little bit. Jeez. Okay. Somalian cannot catch a break.
Oh,
there's
there
a long
it
bar
is.
for the dirty Tetris.
For Somalian. Finally getting back down into safety. Would really love to hit a triple or something here.
Oh no, that's a super high up build.
Yeah.
He needs to take some bursts. No, it's too high. Doesn't miss.
And you know, JJ tops out, but it was a simul top out, and JJ's point lead will hand him the victory there. But you know, Somalian was kind of out of danger, but took like a really risky move to maybe make a dirty Tetris, but it might have been a misdrop. So
right, there was a J piece that just shifted one extra space. You know, if it hadn't done that, it would have burned a single and, you know, kept it going. So just a really unfortunate time to make a mistake.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a chance for Somalian to kind of regroup and maybe rethink that, maybe not have to take so many risks up top like there. Like I said, we have not seen any, you know, deep level 28-ish, 29 games, so I think people can kind of throttle their aggression, not play super risky on level 18. Especially, I mean, we're seeing that out of the two Classic Tetris players are the ones getting themselves into those situations. Playing too aggressive and topping out early.
It is quite spectacular, though. Those high up moves and those attempts to dig out.
Skill, right? Like you see that survival skill on display there, and those clutch moments and those highlight reel survival digs are fun to watch, but man, it might not be necessary.
Yeah. So here we are, both players with a little bit of mess to deal with.
Yeah. JJ just with a slight lead. Less than a Tetris. Might be setting up a dirty here. Tetris ready. Covers up the well. And just has to do a couple of burns to open it back up. And JJ with the Tetris.
Yep, kind of just building on top of that one row at the bottom. You know, one row isn't too much to deal with, so as long as you keep it together on top of the stack, you'll be A-okay.
Yeah, I see a lot of players this year, especially in CTWC, are just content to play off of row 1 or 2, since it's not worth the cost of trying to burn back down to the absolute bottom.
Right, it's most players see it as, all right, there's that one row messy at the bottom. If the game gives me a chance to dig it away cleanly, I'll take it, but I'm not going to force it to.
Taking some triples there, though. When you burn a triple away, then that's costing a lot of points efficiency because you're giving up what could have been a Tetris.
That's right.
And Somalian is going to pull ahead in points there. Bangs down another Tetris. Is now 77,000 points ahead. Wow, we're up to like 11,000 viewers. Let's go. Hey, boom, Tetris for JJ.
Right.
So reducing.
Interesting. JJ was considering all the places to put that eyepiece, decides to leave it in the middle. Could be going for a Tetris on the left.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No, it's going to be content to take the triple, so that's the sort of thing that reduces the point space that you kind of need to maximize. But we're still a little early on, so around 93,000 points, not insurmountable. And from what we've seen, might be better just to play safe and see what happens. Okay, JJ's looking good again. Oh,
yeah, the eyepiece thing.
Should be able to get out of it if he can burn down the right side.
Right, there is a little bit of room remaining, but needs some help from the game.
Well dependent there. And
that left side. Oh, it can't get the eyepiece over. Yeah.
Really burning down the right side was probably the right play. You don't want to seal off your sides.
Right, it's kind of a gamble that you have to. You have like a quarter of a second to make the decision, and it just happened to be the wrong one that time.
Yeah. So now we're 1-1 in this series. This is the winner's bracket match, so they can afford to take a loss in the match, and they'll be sent to the loser's bracket, but it's always better to remain in the winner's bracket.
Right, it's always your objective to win, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if you get, like, in certain games, if there's really players that you want to avoid in a larger bracket, sometimes it's not bad to lose in the winner's bracket if you're trying to avoid a certain matchup, but in this case...
Interesting. Yeah, in this case, I think it's a pretty level playing field between all the players. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know if there's like an optimal path through bracket. You just gotta play your best and hope you win.
Pretty straightforward. Very straightforward on this one. And good boards on both sides. Somalian up by a little bit more than a Tetris. And Tetris for JJ, so evening it up just a bit. Somalian firing back to maintain that lead.
All right, JJ looking for a T-piece, but oh, okay, that square did not land where it was supposed to.
Yeah, it won't be fatal. Board's gonna be a bit jagged after that, but it's gonna just have one little hole there.
Could be a few burns, but that J, beautiful fix.
Yep. Skims it right off the top as if it weren't even a problem. Yep, that's how you want to build for both safety and cleanliness. Just having that too wide gap on the right side. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, JJ a little bit high up, and that square hang as well. This is looking nasty. He needs a long bar to bring the stack down, make this survivable.
Yeah, so now it's really key that JJ just build to get rid of those holes and bring everything back down into safety.
Alright, the stack is all messed up.
Yeah, this is going to be a dig. Somalian with the Vits.
Oh no, JJ, a little bit of trouble here. Some hangs. That's not going to be survivable.
Yeah, JJ is
ouch.
Top out there. And Somalian taking that one. So, here's the 15 strat.
see if it pays off.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen. This is like the 4th time I think it's happened, I think. So it seems to have had an effect. I don't get to see level 15 too often, so it's kind of a nice change of pace from what we've seen. You know, transitions happen at different times, and it's kind of, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this interesting, playing level 15. Somalian setting up the Vits again. There it is.
It's vertical eye tuck setup, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to go and explain the acronym. Thanks. Actually, he saved me the trouble of having to do so. I know, yeah, some of our CTWC players, I guess, whether are sometimes amused by it or annoyed by it or something. I don't know. It causes a reaction when people see it, so I think it's interesting.
Well, you know, like any dependency, it can be a risk if you do it without a long bar in the next box.
Yeah, and I mean, if it causes a player to top out or throw themselves into a bad situation, then it causes people to talk about it.
Yeah, NES Tetris players, they do like their terminology.
Yeah, they do. Like, someone will top out from it and they're like, don't do it, you'll regret it. It's just like, okay. Okay,
All
so JJ with a slight lead now. Just more than a Tetris.
Yeah, look at that beautiful sloping build for Somalian.
Yeah, Somalian really just stacking crap up on the left to get rid of it.
And there's the Vits again.
Oh,
But
it's into it.
shift on the L.
So let's see how this plays out. Okay, Vits tuck there. And it's a Tetris.
Right,
So
so
yeah, luckily the long bars fell to kind of make that work out without causing a problem. Good tuck there, keeping everything clean. Boom, Tetris for JJ. Now with a 46,000 point lead. Another Tetris, 65,000 point lead. Somalian firing back with a Tetris of their own.
right, we're at 46,000 point difference at 43 lines. So just a little bit of a lead here for JJ. So definitely the kind of scores that you can recover later on in the game.
Okay, so
And there's a
JJ
Tetris for Somalian.
couple of burns necessary for JJ to score again. Oh, or no?
Dirty Tetris?
Dirty. Boom.
Let's
Dirty
go.
Yeah, for JJ, not content to just burn. Sometimes you can dirty Tetris and skim the top and keep your points.
Right, if you can open up lines by using a Tetris, that's the best way to do it, because
Yeah.
the Tetris is all you want to be doing in this game.
Yep, you lose no points by making a Tetris on top of a well that you cover up. Sometimes it's a little risky, and you kind of have to play it by ear to see the dirty Tetris form, and sometimes it works out.
Yeah, we mentioned the level 15 strats earlier. I think it's worth explaining. The players get a choice of what level to start on at the start of each game, and it alternates between each player. So the player on the left will choose the level first, and then the player on the right, and then the player on the left, and so on. And the choices in this bracket are 15 and 18. And there's just like that little bit of a speed difference between the two levels. And, you know, for certain players, you could be used to 15, you could be more solid on it, and you might think your opponent isn't. So you could use that to your advantage and choose 15 to try and throw them off.
Yeah, or even just to take a breather if you're like kind of had a rough round and want to regroup and maybe just take it a little easier, then 15 might be the way to go. And we've actually seen some players who might have had some trouble perform better once they switch to 15.
That's right.
And
Tetris is very much a mental game, and having the game play at a different speed definitely affects how your brain, you know, interacts with the game.
Somalian setting up a lot of interesting tucks there.
Right, the overhang on the right had room for lots of different pieces. Like that over there fits a Z or a T, so there's a Z spin.
Yeah, like I can't actually tell what the setup is going for because there's a lot of different possibilities. And if you've got the moveset to be able to do spins and tucks and the like, then like Somalian does, and get show off on level 15 where it's not quite as risky.
All right, here we go. Coming up on level 16.
Lines will transition them to level 16 and a speed increase.
Yeah, it's a slight speed increase, and then at later level 19, that's a big speed increase.
Yeah, I mean, most games start at level 18, but level 16 is the same speed. Despite being a different number, is the same drop speed as level 18.
Indeed, there are lots of levels that play at the same speed. In fact, all the way 19 through 28 is all the same speed until 29, when the speed gets very, very fast.
Yeah, when I first played this game, you know, like in 89, 90, when it first came out, I thought every level, just because it was a different number, was faster. And
right, that's the intuitive reasoning.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, different versions of the game will actually have different speeds, and depending on when it was released, I mean, there isn't really a uniform way of pixels per second or the cells per second. And this one is pretty straightforward since it's tied to like the NTSC or PAL rate. It's like 1 frame or 2 frames a second at the highest speed.
Indeed. And we're coming up on level 19 now, which is like the last chance for most players to make a stand. You know, 19 through 28.
Almost at 130.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Ooh. Rough.
JJ's in trouble.
No, that's
the long bar. No. You can't get a burn either, so JJ is done.
And Somalian's going to take this one. But we will be seeing JJ again in the losers/second chance bracket.
That's right. JJ's run is not over yet.
Yep. But I messed up. I said something about frames per second. What I meant was cells per frame.
So yes, the precise numbers.
Like at the highest speed, it would be like 1 cell per frame, or 2 cells per frame. I think is that.
Well, level, so level 29, the fastest one is 1 cell per frame.
Yeah, because that's moving. The fastest it'll go without actually skipping.
So it takes just a tiny fraction of a second for the piece to drop all the way down. You can imagine how hard that is to play on.
Yeah. Okay, there's our bracket. Still needs to be updated, but with Somalian moving on there.
All right, Somalian, the winner's finalist.
Yeah, and Somalian had some rough games, but was able to come back and keep things together.
All right, so looks like production team is saying we can do a quick read about the Tetris Company.
Ah, yes. The Tetris Company. You cannot have Tetris without the Tetris Company and their stewardship and leadership throughout the years. I actually worked for one of those, parts of that company, BPS, some years ago, and they treated me like family. It was one of the best jobs I've ever had, and loving my involvement. Tetris is a huge part of my life. It's a huge part of a lot of people's lives, especially here in the CTWC community and the Classic Tetris community, modern Tetris community, a lot of different fans of Tetris over the years, and helping definitely us with our prize pool for the CTWC being $10,000 with a $3,000 top prize, $1,500 for second place, and cash prizes all through our top 16 of the CTWC this year. Special thanks to the Tetris Company for providing that and for sponsoring us and allowing us to bring you classic and modern Tetris action now, here on now and through the future.
Yeah, so be sure to follow at Tetris_official on Instagram. You'll get lots of updates on what the Tetris Company is up to and upcoming games, merch deals, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I found out, the news about our events like through that channel first. It's pretty cool. Love it when they feature our stuff.
Yeah, the people running the Tetris media accounts are pretty great.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like we're almost set up to do our next matches. It looks like it's going to be Kirby versus Zab.
Indeed. Down there in the second chance bracket. Kirby on the left, Zab on the right. All right, so we're not starting the games yet. We're gonna have a 2-minute break here.
Okay.
So yeah, for everyone who has the what is it, Twitch Prime? No, it's Twitch Turbo. I forget. Or if you sub to the channel, right, you won't see the ads.
Yeah, and plus, if you sub to Classic Tetris or Classic Tetris 2, it does help support us. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use your free Prime Twitch subscription. I think you get one channel that you can subscribe to for free every month. So Classic Tetris is a great way to support us. Also, we can talk about CTWC merch. If you type in !merch into the chat, you can get a link to the CTWC merch shop where you get to see our cool t-shirts and mugs and stickers. And if you can go to the shop and check some of that stuff out, if you end up with a shirt or something, it helps support us too. So there's a lot of different ways to, if you like what you see here, check out the merch. If you like what you see here, definitely share it with your friends. Tell people to watch us on Twitch or check out our VODs and our YouTube videos. We've got a lot of great content coming out of the community. We really love, if you love Tetris content, Game Scout is really a great place to start for summaries and overviews and even some deeper level features on what we do here in the Tetris community, particularly with Classic Tetris. He had a great video on what rolling is, which is sort of like the new play style that we have. People now drum the bottom of the controller to actuate the D-pad faster than was previously possible to do the left and right inputs to override the delayed auto shift of NES Tetris.
Right. So it looks like we're getting ready for our next match here. Our break is over, so we can get started.
All right. And Zab once again on the laptop keyboard. Hopefully that laptop keyboard's holding up. Sometimes I worry about those things.
Hey, it looks to be just fine to me.
Yeah, it's in great condition. I remember yesterday in the zone battle, someone had like a really wrecked spacebar, and I was just like, yeah, that spacebar has seen some stuff.
Yeah, that must be the hard drop button.
Yeah. Very hard drop button.
The hardest drop.
The hardest drop possible. All right, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. And yeah, like you see the tapping of Zab there. So not using delayed auto shift one bit. Every move is a press on the keyboard. So shout outs to those arrow keys on Zab's keyboard.
Right. Using the game's built-in movements can be a little bit tricky because it's not that fast, and the speed you do have is quite hard to manage.
Yeah, you have to hold down, the D-pad or the key. Like, if you wanted to do movement right at the entry, you have to have it held down for, I don't know, like 16 frames or like a number of frames before it spawns to get the instant movement.
Right, and there's a lot of tricks of when you have to be holding the button or when you have to press it again, and this and that. There's a whole lot of, quirky mechanical parts to it.
Yeah, but it does take a certain finesse. So, like, DAS players actually
Kirby.
get a lot of... needs a long bar to the right. Okay, gets a burn.
Able to take 3 burns, but that's still a very high stack on the left.
Very dependent on the long bar. Nice flat burn there. Gets the T over. Nice. Flat burn the long bar. This is survivable.
Yeah, just barely, but needs some help.
Nice.
Oh, but Zab couldn't survive either.
Zab pops out.
Holy cow.
And Kirby, with that survival, takes the round. I didn't see Zab actually fall into trouble because Kirby was like on the ropes there, but gets the survival. And sometimes That's what you need to do. Just that clutch survival is what you need to take the round, and that's what we saw there. Zab picking level 18, so here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, and that's what I mean when I say that this is a very mean video game. Like, both players got messed up by the piece sequence there because, you know, the game's just not nice. It wants to see you suffer.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a drought there, and that affected both players, and that's why you saw that precarious situation for both players with it topping Zab out and almost topping Kirby out as well.
Yeah, but, you know, she was grooving up there. I mean, she was set to make that dig and survive.
That was a great dig, and we saw Kirby coming out of that, so it was definitely a highlight. You know, like I said, if Game Scout makes a highlight reel, we're gonna get those things put in.
Yeah, shoutouts to a Game Scout, creator of Tetris content and overall very wholesome individual.
Yeah, absolutely. Always looking forward to more content from Game Scout.
So Kirby's got a little bit of stack messiness to deal with here, but luckily getting rid of it pretty quick.
Yep. And Zab just really clean right now. Boom, Tetris for Zab. We're neck and neck in score, so close game here. And now both fields are clean, looking good, and ready to score. Boom, Tetris for Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby looking for a J or an I. There it is. Very nice. Yep. So the score difference, 873 points. Neck and neck, as they say.
Yep, we're neck and neck. Kirby with the first Tetris out of that. And Zab not far behind. Yeah, both have good fields, and they're both ready to score. They're both getting the long bars at about the same time. As long as they're set up for it, the score is going to go back and forth.
You know, Kirby almost completely emptying the field there, just 2 cells remaining.
Yeah, Zab just tapping that left key so fast to get things over to the left.
Right, every time you want to put something vertically on the left side, that's 5 taps of the left button.
Yep.
And when you gotta do that in a fraction of a second, it turns out it's kind of fast.
Now my imagination's going wild about, like, what would rolling on a laptop, like roll your whole laptop by drumming your fingers on the bottom of the laptop to smash the left key up into your finger.
Oh, I hope the laptop's pretty light then.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, Kirby with some misdrops there and some holes, but nothing unsurmountable. I mean, it's like all the way at the bottom.
Right,
so,
that Tetris is going to make it much more survivable.
Yeah, it'll cost some pace, but scores are close right now.
Yeah, she's taking care of it pretty well. There's 1 set of holes removed. A square would be perfect right there, but when's the game going to give you the piece you want?
When you don't want it anymore.
It's like when you finally give up on the game and say, okay, I guess I'm never going to get a square, and then you cover up the spot where the square goes. It says, okay, here's 5 squares.
That was, I mean, not a fatal misadjustment, but I don't think it was what Kirby wanted. I think that's easily fixable, though, and yep, there it is. Nice and clean.
That's what's nice about having a low stack, is you have lots of options for fixing things.
Yep. And Zab looking good there. Bangs down another Tetris. Kirby also with the Tetris. 60,000 point lead for Zab right now at approaching 100 lines.
Right, and Zab definitely kept the Tetris rate up while Kirby was digging and managed to build up a lead here of around 60,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
But a very nice field for both players, so Kirby should be able to keep up with Zab. Looking for some long bars now, though, and it could start getting nasty here.
Fiery.
Yeah, it needs a long bar.
Right now.
Okay, there's one. 103 lines. Ooh, that left side needs help. And no, that's not going to burn anything. Kirby's done.
Zab's going to take that one. We're 1-1, so the series is a series. Best of 5 is now a best of 3.
That's right. Just 2 more wins for either player to take it and advance further in the bracket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's getting down to the wire now.
All right. Pretty okay starts.
Little bit of piece dependency, but gets the right ones for Kirby.
Right, Kirby filled in that left side.
Just what you want to do.
And look at that. Safe moves all around.
Yep.
Nice little tuck there for Zab, but gonna lead into a number of burns on the right there. And actually...
Yeah, there's gonna be...
Yeah, this is a chance for Kirby to pull ahead and score.
Yeah, Zab had to take a double and a triple there. Set up for another triple. The right pieces can turn that into a dirty Tetris. Just a T would... Yep, goes for dirty Tetris. Well, closes it up. Probably gonna clear it off with this. Went for long bar again. Row 3 dirty Tetris. There it is. Bump Tetris for Zab. And another Tetris for Zab. Well played. Boom, Tetris for Kirby. So yeah, we're off and running here. Both players are got their fields in order, looking to score.
Yes, very nice. 172k for Kirby, 118k for Zab. But oh no, Zab misses the Z-spin. So the stack just got a little bit messier.
Yeah, manages to even it out.
So more burns.
Kirby needing some long bar. Okay, got the one to fill in the middle.
I like that L placement. Very nice.
Nice, yeah, column 4 or row 4, dirty Tetris for Zab.
And there's another one coming up.
Yep, nice. So, able to keep some optimization there with the pace, despite...
Right, pretty good cleanup.
Yeah, got a mischief there. It'll probably be burnable. Yep, opts to stack some things on top of it.
All right, that's just unlucky, you know. Right when you finish cleaning up, suddenly your stack is all messy again.
Yeah, I almost thought he was going to go for a row 4 build, but that's probably a bit risky. Probably maybe overly aggressive for the current state of things. Yeah, a little bit of small messes, you know, underneath everything for both players now. Kirby with an 86,000 point lead now.
And
88,000.
Emptying the board almost entirely. Gonna start from scratch here, but oh no, some misdrops.
Several misdrops, yeah. There's like a misshift and a misshift, and now the left side is needing that long bar. Gets it.
Yeah, so now it's Kirby's turn to work on some cleanup.
Or she could be building a dirty Tetris. Nope, stops to take the triple. He's gonna burn back down to the bottom.
Yeah, it's interesting to see when players decide to go all out and try to get those dirty Tetrises, and when they decide to play it more safe.
Yeah, with Kirby's lead right now, that's probably fine. Like, no need to go super duper aggressive. Especially with, like I said, we haven't been seeing crazy max out scores or anything yet today. So,
just keeping up with your opponent and staying close is good enough.
Yeah. I mean, we see chase downs happen, so as long as you can stay alive long enough to see whether you need to push yourself, that can be the winning strategy. What I like is, even regardless of not having massive scores, our games are still exciting. You know, we still see a lot of great digs, especially the rival skills on display. Good Simul Tetris. Kirby maintaining a 73,000 point lead as we head towards transition next 15 lines.
And Tetris for Kirby, 438k.
Yeah, good score. Could be right around, depending on how efficient these next lines are.
And you never know.
End up at around 500k for the transition. Probably not with this build, though. There's going to be a double there and a hole in the stack.
Right. Ooh, and coming close to 130 lines, actually, this is a little bit stressful now.
Yeah, she should probably get back down into safety. And well, with
perfect
that,
time.
Boom,
Game.
471,000 points. Good pace. One of the better paces we've seen today.
Right, and keeping it alive and clean at the start of 19. That's where you want to be.
And yeah, Zab hitting transition now is Tetris ready. And boom, Tetris for Zab. 439,000 points. Down by 37,000 points. So only just about a Tetris behind now.
Indeed, closing the gap. Triple for Kirby, making the safe move.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like both players finally getting up into the level 20s here. Let's go.
Zab with a Tetris. Drawing close to taking the lead. Kirby Tetris ready.
Yep.
Very clean build, safe burn. But, ooh, misdrop on the left side. Zab with a misdrop on top. Who's going to survive this?
Yeah, both players kind of need to.
Oh, Zab is in so much trouble. No! Can't get the square to the left. So Kirby's going to hang on.
Kirby's going to take this round. So now Zab has to win this next round to stay in the match and in the tournament.
Right, 2-1 lead for Kirby now. But nice play by both.
Evenly matched. Yeah, like they were right, pretty much at the same speed and the same efficiency, and Zab was catching up near there at the end, and it was really anybody's game there. Lots of blue on the board there. Finally getting some red pieces in there.
Tetris for Kirby.
Good tuck. Yep, both players are in 0-point differential for a second there. Early on, but yeah, I'm going to have to lobby to both Trey and Enhance about the yellow score for it being a tie.
Indeed, they actually have a suggestions channel in their Discord community, so that could get started.
Yeah.
Kirby needs to clean things up, though. All right, that Tetris is going to make it a lot easier.
Yeah, that's having that double hole there. Like having a hole and another hole within 2 cells of each other is kind of stressful because sometimes you'll cause problems for the other hole when you fill one in.
That's right. But sometimes, having lots of holes in the same horizontal space or all in the same vertical space can be better because you can clean it up all in one fell swoop.
Oh, well, Kirby cleaned that up quite nicely. Now it's got a clean stack. And Zab's up by just 1 Tetris.
Right, close game. I think these players both know that the other is capable of, going the distance and bringing out the best from them, so they really want to maximize that Tetris rate and keep the pressure off past level 19.
Get into the 20s with a comfortable lead and hopefully be in better position whenever the top out happens if there's a big drought, because it seems like that's what's been the cause of a lot of the outcomes was like a drought will end up putting both players in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. There was a 61-point difference for a little bit there. Super close.
Yeah. Yep. good builds on both sides. And they're, both getting the log bar at the same time. Boom, Tetris for Kirby. Boom, Tetris for Zab.
And there you see the lead is changing hands back and forth.
Yeah.
And clean fields on both sides. The Tetris for both players as well. You know, that's what you want to see. When the game is giving it to you, you want to take advantage, you want to get those Tetrises.
Yeah, this is such a close game there since they're both getting the same piece sets. If they're set up for it, they're both going to score.
Right, if there's a particularly friendly sequence with like evenly spaced long bars and your opponent takes advantage of it, you want to make sure that you do too.
Zab pulling ahead just a little bit.
Kirby setting up 2 or 3 burns there, but not going to be hugely detrimental. Looking for a T-piece for that left side, probably.
That'll work. Yeah, as we get closer to 130 lines, I think the key point is who's going to have the safer play field and kind of like keep the rhythm of scoring past level 19.
Right. Having that steady mental game, just being focused and calm and not making too many mistakes. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, the right answer is being either you survive, you play conservatively enough to just survive and see if your opponent tops out, or consistently scoring and getting so far ahead that your opponent won't be able to catch up.
Or maybe you forgo thinking about that entirely and you just try to, you know, keep your rhythm in place and, you know, however the stacking is, just go with the flow and try to just do what you normally do and hope it works.
Yep.
Because if you start, you know, getting in your own head too much, it can be a problem. Ooh, Kirby needs to do a little bit of digging here. We're coming up on 130 lines. That's the speed increase of level 19. But she's looking a lot better now. Will burn into 19. 491.
Board's still clean.
546 transition for Zab. Very nice game so far.
A really strong game from Zab here.
Now the more intense airspeed level 19, it all comes down to this.
Yep. Okay, Zab needing to fill out the left side there is a bit piece dependent.
Yeah, left side needs help. There's a double. Longbar gets over, awesome. But needs another longbar to survive.
Right. Yeah.
Oh no, so hangs right on top. Gets a longbar over for the Tetris.
So has to get stuff over to the left to be able to burn.
Gets another burn. But running out of space, still has a small score lead. Can Kirby close it out here?
Just a bit of a chase down. One Tetris ought to do it.
Right, 16,000 points to go and a minute 50 seconds. I think Kirby could have this. There's a triple. Bringing that score target just a little bit closer.
Yep, just
looks like, Kirby knows. Can just play it safe, keep the stack low. No need for theatrics here.
Double. Just 1,000 points. One more line clear.
And boom! And
Kirby takes the match. And Zab with a great showing there. Had a really good point lead actually going into those levels, but tops out with that good transition score. But Kirby's able to do the chase down and take the match.
Yes, but, well played by both.
GG's, Zab, and props on using the laptop keyboard. That's all in. That's sacrifices have to be made for the gameplay. Like that. That's I got respect for that. Okay, so now we know who's going to be our final losers / second chance bracket match. It's going to be JJ versus Kirby.
All right, we're getting ever closer to crowning a champion here. So we're gonna have that second chance bracket match up soon. But yeah, we're gonna have a little talk about triathlon. So what we're seeing here today is the Tetris Effect World Championship Classic bracket. There are actually other brackets for other modes.
So yesterday, we had one yesterday for Zone Battle. Or are we talking about triathlon only today, or right now?
Well, yeah, you can mention the Zone Battle because it was awesome.
Yeah, okay, so yesterday we had Zone Battle, which is a different mode of the game. It has slightly different, well, maybe some slightly and some vastly different mechanics. The piece movement behavior is that of modern Tetris, and there is a new mechanic called Zone, which you can use. When you have Zone charged, you hit Zone, it freezes the game, and you're able to build up and do line clears all the way up to into the 20s. And we just saw Kirby play, Kirby 703. Kirby was the first one to make a 21 line clear in Zone, and therefore updated the game and called that line clear a Kirptris. So we've got some Tetris royalty here in one of our players here in Classic Score Attack in Kirby 703, and Zone Battle was prominently featured, and we were all waiting for someone to get the Kirptris, but no one got it. But next week in Triathlon, we will be seeing the Zone mode again in play, and we're going to hope to see that 21 line zone clear, the Kirptris, hopefully happen next week in Triathlon. So in Triathlon, there are 3 different games. There are the Classic Score Attack that you see here. There is the Zone Battle that you could check out either in the VOD or whether you're here with us yesterday watching it. You can see the Zone Battle. And then there's another Score Attack mode. I guess it's just Score Attack. I guess we can call it Modern Score Attack if you want to be technical about it. But it's just like what you see here in Classic Score Attack, except it uses the modern piece mechanics where instead of the piece locking down instantly, you can kind of slide it off of edges and you can kick the piece against the wall. You can do it like, for instance, if you move the I Tetramino all the way to the left or right side in Classic, you cannot rotate it. It just won't let you. But in Modern Tetris, it'll kick it off of the wall and you'll still be able to do the rotations. So there are, the object of the game is the same, but there are differences in the mechanics and the piece movement for
For example, in Modern Score Attack, which the finals for this seasonal tournament were played yesterday, I was in that. Woo!
Yeah,
and
let's talk about that a bit. Yeah, go ahead.
It's all about going for T-spins, right? We've been watching Classic, where it's all about going for Tetrises. But in Modern Score Attack, because of the bag randomizer, the ideal play strategy that most people agree with is a repeating setup, because the RNG repeats. You get the same sequence of 7 pieces in a different order every time. So you have a repeating setup that lets you do lots of T-spins, and that's the ideal way to do it. So that was the Score Attack division of the seasonal tournament. There's also a Classic Score Attack PAL version. Right? What we're doing today and what CTWC normally is the NTSC version. And it's kind of complicated, but all it basically means is the game is played at a slightly different speed, and it plays out a little bit differently with the speed levels. So there's also a PAL bracket, of course. And Triathlon is definitely going to be very good to watch. That's going to be next week on Saturday, same time as yesterday's event Saturday. That's noon Pacific. And some of the best Tetris Effect players in the world that we have, the most well-rounded players. Because, as the name suggests, Triathlon, it involves playing 3 different modes. So the 3 modes are Classic Score Attack, Modern Score Attack, and Zone Battle. And the way it works is you have to win 2 of those modes to win the match. And I think it's a really awesome showcase of players that have a variety of skills.
Yeah.
So definitely tune in for that next week on Saturday.
Yeah, next week, November 13, same channel, same time generally.
And then we can't forget next weekend, the Sunday after, we got CTWC top 8.
It all comes down to the CTWC top 8 grand finals. A lot of people have been waiting all year for this. And of course, we see, some familiar names and superstars. Of course, number 1 seed Joseph, 2-time Tetris world champion. And on the other side of the bracket, number 2 seed Dog, reigning current Tetris world champion, looking to defend. Richie, who is just amazing as a roller, coming into this as one of the new faces. Tristop, performing excellently, coming back from the losers bracket. Nenu blowing through everyone, representing the international scene for the second year. So Nenu was in top 8 last year, is back again this year. Pixel Andy, our second place finisher last year, is back in the same bracket with his brother Dog. So you're going to see only one brother make it to the top 2 here. Where will it land? Who knows? Tetris Time. Oh my gosh, the Cinderella story. You talked to Tetris Time about it, and he's like, he didn't think it was possible, but he actually managed to make it. No one predicted it, and a lot of people are cheering for this underdog. And then there's Huff, who changed to rolling style and is just deadly accurate with it. Super strong player, is looking to take it all this year, who also placed really well. So we've got 5 players who have been in the top 8 before from last year, and 3 newcomers to the top 8. So super exciting seeing this mix of veterans and new players to the top 8.
Yeah, it's a absolutely wonderful time for Tetris. So much good stuff happening. So definitely tune in next week, Saturday and Sunday, for Triathlon and CTWC top 8, respectively.
All right. So yeah, we're almost getting set up here with Kirby versus JJ.
All right. Players have been signaled that we're getting started. So this is like, wait, we got just a few more matches remaining, because
this is actually our final losers bracket match, because whoever goes on from here will face Somalian in the winners bracket, and that will be our top 2. We'll know our top 2 after this match.
That's right. The grand finals is the match after this one.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it went through so fast. I can't believe it. All right. Let's see. We're going to be going level 18. Here we go.
18
3
starts. No surprise
2,
there.
1. Tetris. And different play fields off the bat.
Right. Not seeing the synchronized dance like earlier. You see both players have that kind of bumpy shape on the left side, and they both use the T-piece to level it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, both looking for long bar here, but Kirby kind of built up high.
Yeah, has the well blocked and is trying to play it safe, but man, this is a hard sequence.
Okay, it's still survivable. Okay,
nice move there to open the well.
Yeah, Kirby should be fine after that. JJ jumping up to a slight lead. Just ahead by a Tetris now.
That small difference in decision making caused Kirby to have to be high up and taking those burns and trying to survive, whereas JJ was just chilling and taking Tetrises with the stack low.
Yeah, and Kirby evening up the score now. Neck and neck.
Right, the lead is changing hands back and forth.
Yeah, just whenever that long bar spawns and people are able to score with it, then the score is going to change.
Yeah, Kirby's setting up a few more burns there just to keep it safe. JJ looking solid, just waiting for the eyepiece, as we always are. There it is, Tetris.
Yep, Tetris for JJ, and Kirby set up to fire one back right when the long bar comes. There it is. Boom. Tetris for Kirby.
Ooh, bit of a hole in the stack forming here for JJ. gonna take a few burns to resolve. The S is... Oh, not gonna go for the burn on the right side. Interesting, gonna go for the dirty, it seems.
Yeah, let's see. Builds the right side with a T-burn. Yep, gonna play on row 2 there. Boom, Tetris for JJ, just keeping it dirty. Sometimes that's the way to go. Ooh,
Kirby getting the well back open. Looking clean.
Yeah, JJ's gonna just burn this from the top and continue building off of row 2 there. Kind of had the well open, closed it up, but wasn't long before the long bar came, so JJ scores another Tetris. Kirby ahead by 16,000 points.
That's right. There's a Tetris there. So still not a huge score difference. Very close game.
So yeah, halfway to transition, everybody is just kind of getting their board. Boards are good looking for the most part. Well, Kirby just created a vertical hole there.
Might have been a quick tap over to the left side there. Very nice.
Oh, nice. And Kirby opening it up right back open again, and still in good shape.
Yeah, quick tap is a DAS technique. You know, DAS delayed auto shift is the game's built-in piece movement. You can get just a little bit of a speed boost if one space before the piece arrives, you let go of the left button and then press it again really quickly. You can just get a little bit faster than the game's default 6 frames. You know, you get it down to 4 frames or 2 frames, you can get things just a little bit higher. And Kirby definitely solid with the quick taps.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing quick taps used in this version of the game, but we know they're in there. You know, Green Tea worked on this, and I think Green Tea is like, you know, one of the supreme masters of the quick tap, because we've seen...
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in actual competition, it used to survive death-defying situations.
All right, so without a quick tap, let's say you're on level 19, highest you can put something vertical on the left side all the way is 6 spaces up. With a quick tap, you can do 7 or 8 spaces, so that's a significant difference.
Yeah, actually, having advanced maneuvers training, like for quick taps and DAS and things like that, those are, you know, if they do have the suggestion box for the enhanced games, what they're going to be adding to next, because they've been so ambitious. They've added so much that I never would have expected them to add. Maybe it wouldn't be out of the question to have things like a frame counter, so you can sort of practice quick tapping and things like that. I think Green Tea would totally love that, to put something like that in the game. And a lot of people might actually, you know, things like that will actually help DAS to be more widely adopted, I think.
We'll see. Here we are at 129 lines, just about to hit level 19.
Yep. So JJ hitting transition, 53,000 points behind, and Kirby hitting transition 478k. Decent transition score.
All right, so we'll see what the strategy is here. Kirby's ready for a Tetris. Ooh, a little bit of shakiness there, but manages to keep it together and gets a Tetris.
Yeah, not the worst adjustment. It could have been worse. And
oh no, JJ.
JJ with a donut hole in the middle there. Looks so delicious, but opening it up and burning down. In the meantime, Kirby's lead reaching now 120,000 points, so JJ's got some catching up to do.
No, more misdraws for JJ.
Yeah,
I think that's too much to manage.
Unsurvivable, and Kirby's going to take that one with authority, 120,000 point lead. And
solid game.
Good board at the end there, too.
All right, gearing up for level 18 again.
So yeah, Kirby up by 1 game now.
JJ with a rough start here. He's gonna have to take a few burns right off the bat.
Yeah. Kirby with a good-looking board. Boom, Tetris for Kirby.
JJ, yeah, just working on cleanup here, piece by piece.
Let's see if JJ takes that column 3 Tetris.
Ready for it, but the game has to give. There it is.
Boom, Tetris for JJ, column 3. Take them where you can get them.
Yeah, JJ was trying to get a well transfer going, but just didn't have the right piece sequence to make it cleanly happen.
Yep, so just gonna throw a piece down there and probably, let's see if JJ goes with row 3. Looks like it.
Dude. Oh, but unlucky with that Z.
Yeah, again, a little piece dependent here. It's gonna have to dig down now, even up elevated like that.
Oh, S and Z when the stack is flat, no good.
Barely getting it over. Okay, that was the right thing to do, burning down on the right to access the left.
Nice survival by JJ there.
Yep. Yep, is almost out of this. One more burn.
But, you know, survival's good. It's going to cost a little bit of pace, though. Kirby, 138,000 points in the lead now. And, oh no, a misshot on the left side for JJ. He needs a long bar.
Needs that long bar now and does not get it. Yeah, JJ's going to top out. Kirby's going to take that round. Now up 2-0. JJ now has to win this game to stay in the match and in the tournament.
Right. A painful game there for JJ.
Okay. So I noticed that JJ had some pushdown points. Yeah, that's how JJ's been opening the rounds.
You know, they say just in case, you know, if you do like the same line clears as your opponent, it could be a tie game. But if you have the 12 pushdown points, it could break the tie for you. You never know.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes I just do it for rhythm. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just feeling it.
Yeah, or maybe you want to avoid scoring a big fat 0.
Okay, JJ built up really nice and high there. Takes the triple off the top. That's the right thing to do. Looks like there's a drought.
Can't get too fancy.
We're looking, yeah, like they had been waiting a while, so that was probably a pretty big drought there. I'm pretty sure by next year, if they update the game, we'll probably have a real-time drought counter in there.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Okay. So Kirby up by 10,000 points now.
Nice little Z tuck.
Nice, yep.
Yeah, 12,000 point difference, very close. Less than a Tetris. And there goes the lead, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, so this is what you want to see. Both players clean, both players building the score. Kirby with another Tetris. And JJ with another Tetris.
Oh, Kirby with a square hang on the left.
That's, yeah. Burn down the right side and kind of vits it.
Oh, wait, true.
Yep, it is.
Alright, that's going to make that much more survivable, but still a bit of mess, which means JJ could pull ahead.
They're neck and neck in score right now. Kirby's almost down to the bottom, and they're both kind of just have one line on the bottom, just uncleared.
One broken line.
And Kirby's gonna bird it off.
Kirby with a very well-timed J piece for that tuck. It's gonna make the stack very clean.
Yeah, keeping that board just super neat with those decisions. Good placements. Last second adjustment there, but they worked out.
Yeah, making a room for that S piece. Very nice, very nice. JJ with a Tetris. Still playing that one row dirty.
Yep. He has a chance to clear it off, and he does. So now he's gonna burn all the way back down.
Beautiful transfer there.
Yep.
77 lines, 345 to 336. Just a small lead for JJ.
Clean boards all around. Here we go.
Whoa, the boards are so similar. It's like almost the same moves for a little bit there.
And the scores are neck and neck. Oh,
JJ, the hole in the stack needs a long bar right now. Needs it more than anything. Gets it.
Okay.
But is it enough to survive the J? Oh my gosh. Gets another long bar.
Okay, it's cleanup time, JJ. Let's go.
That left side is still super high though. And the J's are getting over.
And that's going to do it. Kirby is going to advance. Oh no, it has to get 4,000 points. Which
well, be a almost there, almost there.
Yeah, I thought for some reason I thought Kirby was ahead there, but should not.
It was those desperation Tetrises that gave JJ a few more points, but didn't open the stack up enough.
They changed the score difference there, but yeah, okay, Kirby catches up and takes it. But yeah, JJ did jump ahead with those two Tetrises for a moment there, and I was like, wait, who's ahead? But yeah, great game, GG's. And yeah, JJ fighting his way through winner's bracket, and facing Kirby, had a great run.
All right, GG's. And now we got some things to attend to here on the stream end. Let's talk about Enhance.
So yes, we would not be able to be holding this Tetris Effect Connected World Championships without Enhance, who made Tetris Effect Connected. Tetris Effect Connected just came out for Nintendo Switch, but it's also available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation VR, Oculus Quest, Windows Store, Epic Game Store, and Steam, and Xbox Series S and X, all the platforms that are current, and who knows what could be put on in the future. I think yesterday I was joking around about it being backported to the NES, but fingers crossed, might be possible someday. But yeah, thanks to Enhance for sponsoring us, allowing this tournament to be possible, and for supporting us year after year. We loved having them, even in our live events back when they debuted the PC version of Tetris Effect and the VR version of Tetris Effect. So Enhance will be looking forward to partnering with in the future.
Right. Tetris Effect, definitely the Tetris game to have right now. It's got so many different modes. It's got single player, it's got multiplayer. If you're in the mood for something relaxing and slow paced, there's modes for you. If you want something fast paced and exciting, there's also something for you. It's just a great game, and I love playing it. My favorite mode is the co-op mode, where you have a team of 3 versus AI bosses. And there's even a mechanic where you join your 3 boards together and, kind of cooperate and stack together. It's just absolutely the best Tetris game that you can get right now.
Yeah. So with that, I think we're going to be taking a 30-minute break. And after the break, we're going to be announcing the winners of the Tetris Effect Connected giveaway. And I think there's 10 of them. I'll believe it when I see it, but that's the most I've ever heard that we've ever had. So chances are good. RNG is in your favor. Let's go.
Let's hope so. Yeah, so type in the word connected in chats, all lowercase. That's all you got to do to be entered into the giveaway. And the code will be good for the Switch version or the Steam version.
And when we come back, so we're going to be announcing that winner. And also, we just saw Kirby come out of loser's bracket. So for the final matchup, Somalian versus Kirby, Kirby has to win 2 sets in order to advance and to win the whole thing. But Somalian only has to win 1. So we could see a bracket reset. A bracket reset would be necessary for Kirby to take it all. But if Somalian wins 1 set, then it'll be over in 1. So we will see what happens after we come back from the break.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll catch you soon.
Be back.